What you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania runs wild on you? You get the point. So what you gonna do, brother? This is Don the Bomb back for another epic action figure review, and more specifically, wrestling figure review. And more specifically, we have the Hulk Hogan from Mattel WWE Legends Series 22. Now, I know this figure has been out for a few months. I wasn't sure if I was going to get this one or not, but I played the patented long game that my YouTube friend Kyle Peterson has shown me the way. Sometimes, once again, as I said before, the long game sometimes bites you in the ass. But then you'll go to buy something that is no longer in stock after it goes on sale. So if you snooze, you lose. But this one here, this was deep discounted at Target. I believe I got this one for, I think around $7, which sure the hell beats the $22 it started off with. And it was only maybe 2 months from the time that it released to the time that they put it on the heavy discount. So I tell you, brother, I jumped in. So this is the Hulk Hogan from Series 22 of the Legends line, which I'm glad came back a few years ago because they took it away after a couple of years because of, I think, poor sales. They were just doing a lot of the same figures that Jakks had done just, previously. So, line suffered, but then a lot of people asked for it and they brought back the Legends line. I don't know, maybe it's been about 4 years now to Target. It's a Target exclusive, I believe. But, they keep on going hot and heavy with these lines, and I'm here for it because that is my sweet spot. I love the golden era of wrestling. Like 1985 to about 1991, that is my favorite time of wrestling. It was so funny back then. Everybody was larger than life. Just two dudes beating the crap out of each other. Brother. So, this says here, prior to Hulkamania running wild all over the world, Hulk Hogan reigned supreme in Japan as Ichiban. The giant powerhouse stepped into the ring against future WWE Hall of Famers like Antonio Inoki, Tatsumi Fujinami, and the Great Muta, one of my personal favorites. And they're going to be coming out with a Great Muta Ultimate Edition sometime in the next couple of months. Sign me up for that. I've been waiting for that figure for years, and I will definitely be doing a review on that when I get it. It looks awesome. Anyway, not to go off the rails here, but showing off a technical prowess that won the respect of the New Japan fans. Technical prowess. I don't know if Hulk Hogan technically has technical prowess, but hey, I guess he won over fans in Japan. And then, as we know, in the WWF, Hulkamania was born, and he's one of the reasons why wrestling is what it is today. If it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, who knows where wrestling would be right now. It's definitely something that is unlike anything else in the world, and I'm a fan. I did a little independent wrestling myself back in the early 2000s, and got hurt. Stupid me. Over in Cleveland All Pro Wrestling and Outlaws of Championship Wrestling back in like 99, 2000, 2001. I am long retired. I don't need the chalk outline on the mat for my body. So, yeah. Anyway, here are the other wrestlers that were in that line. And like I said, this definitely came out a few months ago. So, I already had the Muhammad Ali Ultimate Edition, a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from last year. The Sultan's an awesome figure, the guy that eventually became Rikishi. And I also have the Captain Lou right there. If anyone needs the, some other price tag. What? Oh, jibber jabber. Anyway, there he is in his plastic prison. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk sometimes. I'm just so can't wait to get into this Hulk Hogan figure. Quite honestly, though, like I said, I try to collect one of everybody. Now, Hulk Hogan is such a guy that has changed his gimmick a couple of times. I wasn't going to jump on this one unless it hit a deep discount, and it did, gladly. And I also have another one coming from him in his late 70s, I also got that one for, geez, I think less than $7 on eBay. And it comes with a cape. I'll have to do a review on that as well. That's from a Legends Series, I think 21. So those two Hulk Hogans went to deep discount at Target. And you can find them cheap online as well, because I got that from eBay. Or was it this one I got to... I might have gotten this one from eBay. Yeah, it had to be this one. Yeah, otherwise I'd have the other one in my possession if I got it from Target. Stupid. Anyway, let's get into this. Enough talking. We've seen what it's all about. All right. Oh my gosh, I thought I pre-cut the tape already. Apparently not. You know, I'm not keeping this box anyway because it's already beat up. And I am a primary loose collector. There he is right there with the 24-inch pythons, brother. All right, let's get this out of here. All right. His accessories include a couple of sets of hands. We have a pointy figure. We have a mic holding finger. We have and two fists. If he wants to go and beat somebody up in Japan. Pointy finger, brother. What you gonna do, brother? And then a mic gripping hand. Yes. And then let's get Hulk Hogan out of the plastic prison, as my boy Kyle Peterson says. Anybody that's interested in wrestling figure reviews and other action figure reviews, see Kyle Peterson. I like to promote him on my videos because he's kind of what inspired me to do these action figure reviews. I watch a lot of his stuff, very informative. All right, finally, he has broke free from his plastic prison. And if it wasn't a prison, it would have been easy to get out of. So since it wasn't easy to get out of, you can call it a prison. So good thing I brought my scissors. All right. I'm not going to get heavily into this figure, but there he is. There's his other pointy finger, and he has another mic holding hand. There's the Ichiban Japan t-shirt. There the Hulkster is with his tinted shades. This is definitely, I guess you would call it late 70s, early 80s. Hulk Hogan, maybe 82, 83, maybe when he was in Rocky 3 in that time frame. I'm not exactly sure. You have your typical articulation. Well, let's see his tights are just plain black tights. I'll actually take that back. It has the same logo right there that is on the t-shirt. The t-shirt has Velcro in the back, so you could take the shirt off, brother. All right, it actually came off easier than I thought. He's missing the hot dog tan, but I don't know if he necessarily had the hot dog tan back then, but you definitely know this is the Hulkster. Look at that hair. What a cool dude. That's a guy you want to be friends with there. All right, he has gray boots, black knee pads. This is not as buff as some of his other figures are. And like I said, no hot dog tan, but this has the regular articulation. You have the elite double jointed pinless elbows, bicep cut, shoulders, head up and down and around. You'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Bicep or thigh cut, boot cut, double jointed. Can't tell if it's it looks like pinless knees, always good. And then the worst part of the articulation is generally the terrible ankles, and this one ankle doesn't even do anything. Doesn't even do anything. What can you do? I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. There he is back there. That's a cool figure. And it was even cooler that I got it for $7. So definitely worth adding to the shelf. And like I said, I usually only try to get one per character unless it's a character that had a lot of different gimmicks. And right off the bat, I see my Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan that I think is the actual best Hulk Hogan that Mattel has done. That you can get relatively cheap nowadays. This is from his 1985 WrestleMania 1 appearance with Mr. T. That also has an Ultimate Edition. That's probably the cheapest Ultimate Edition out there. And there should be a Hollywood Hogan somewhere, but I'm not about to dig for it. So, what you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania runs wild on you? If I'm gonna rate this figure, I'll probably rate it a cool, 6.5 out of 7. It's kind of plain Jane for me, but that's what it was back in those days. Not too many flashy outfits or anything back in the late 70s, early 80s. So, hey, and Hulk Hogan really wasn't about the flashiness until he became like Hollywood Hogan. Then that's another story. But what you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that other jibber jabber. If you're not a member of the Bomb Squad, what are you waiting for? What are you doing? Subscribe. And just remember, kids out there, all that glitter isn't gold. From me and Hulkamania running through. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. Terrible.